Here we are then, guys, beginning of the coast to coast walk. My first time doing this on my own. I've been here a couple of times with my uncle, brother once. I think it's the third time I've been here now, maybe the fourth. I think it's fourth actually. But the first time I'm doing this on my own. First day I'm going to be St Bees, which is where I am now. And we're going to be heading up to YHA Ennerdale, where I'll be staying, which is just past Ennerdale Water. It's about 33 kilometres today. I reckon it's probably going to take me about 10 hours to walk it. View that is. Lovely weather. There's a really cool breeze, shall we say. A bit more than a breeze, I suppose. It's a nice warm-up incline, the first stretch of this. It's not too bad. It's probably about, I don't know, 30-degree incline maybe. Goes on for about half a kilometre, something like that. It's not too bad at all. Warm the legs up, get you ready for the days ahead. Ah, okay, I might have lied. This is a bit more of an incline, this one. About 45 degrees, something like that. Some really beautiful coastal views here. Just look at that, it's on for miles and miles. Just off in the distance there in the middle, see St Bees Lighthouse. That's my first marker. I'll have a little break there, sit down, drinking a biscuit or something. I tell you, last time I was here the weather was perfect, just like this. I've got lucky again with the weather. It's absolutely beautiful. There's a gentle cool breeze here now. It's died down a bit. It started out quite chilly actually, that's why I've got the long sleeve on. And the leggings, or tights as some people wind me up when they say I'm wearing tights. I'm not wearing tights, they're Under Armour leggings. I'm not sure if that's more masculine or not. I don't really care, to be fair. They keep my legs protected from midges and sunburn, so up yours is what I say to anybody that's got a problem with me wearing leggings. Yeah, beautiful, absolutely beautiful weather. Getting a bit of a sweat on, getting a bit of a move on as well. Although this geezer up here, he had the cheek to overtake me, can you believe it? I think he's about 60 odd as well. I don't know. That hill certainly stretched out my Achilles. I can feel them, that's good. But yeah, we're making good progress. I'd say probably about 20 minutes I'll be at St Bees, the lighthouse. Have a little sit down and a break, like I said. I love this little cove, I guess you would call it. Just looked cool. I just love stuff like that. I've probably said it on other videos, might even have said it the last time I was here, but anyway, I love it, so. Just see the top of St Bees Lighthouse there in the middle. Do you know what? I've always thought, and I'm not sure if this was intentional or not, just look at the top of it. Doesn't that remind you of like a beekeeper's hat? You know, like the window there where the light shines out is the kind of mesh bit at the front, and you've always got the bit at the back that flaps down, haven't you? I mean, it does to me. You tell me. Maybe I'm losing the plot at my old age. Calf running around. I thought it was a dog at first. I remember somebody told me once cows are like giant dogs. Their behaviour certainly displaying that right now. He's trying to get under the fence. Just like a dog, little mischievous little sod. Just coming through the farm. I think that is the same farm as about 20 years ago when I first tried to do this. Ended up pulling a muscle in my shin, and I couldn't carry on, so I had to quit on the second day. It's my fault. I saw one of the farmers called me in and said, "Do you want to come and see a cow being born?" So I watched the cow be born. That was pretty interesting. I'm really hoping the audio's all right. I forgot my GoPro Medium mod, which means I can't connect my DJI Mic 2s to this because it's a Hero 11 Black. So I'm going to have to upgrade, I think, to the Hero 13 Black. Then I can connect the DJI Mic 2s via Bluetooth, because the 11 doesn't have that. God, this hill's steep. Now, I don't know whether you're going to be able to see this, but you should be able to make out the wind turbines on the left of the image there. Just if you pan across to the right here where these clouds are, you just about make out some real tall hills, maybe even mountains might class them as. That's Scotland. If I'm working the map out properly anyway. Hoping to head up to Scotland this year. I meant to go last year, but I never got round to it. And then we had a really shitty spell of weather. And it just didn't stop. It was just grey and wet and windy for months. It was horrible. I mean, most people will say that's very typical British weather, but it's not. Like, I mean, this is a good day here. It's not as warm as it can get. I think I've experienced up to 34 degrees Celsius. Don't ask me what that is in Fahrenheit. Double it. Add a bit more. But yeah, typically it's this kind of weather, but then you get months of grey and wet and rain, which is just miserable. You can't do anything in it, so I just stay indoors and play video games. There we go, guys. It's the beginning of the Lake District, as far as I'm concerned, where all the mountains are. I think this bit that's in the middle now, just about make a little pathway out. It's like just here. I think that is Dent. I've got to go up over the top of that. That's going to be my next kind of landmark. Have a rest at the top, as I always do, and then carry on down through the other side of the Ennerdale plantation. Those trees you see at the bottom of the hill are the Ennerdale plantation. It's a really nice area there. Looks very much like kind of an American forest. It's weird, right in the middle of Lake District. Well, on the edge. Middle of my route. Yeah, I was right. That is Dent. I thought I recognised it. You can just about make out like the pathway that goes over the top of it, wherever so many people have walked up it. So obviously it's the main path of the coast to coast day one. It's about 325 metres high at the top of that, which shies in comparison to Scafell Pike, which I am hoping to do on Friday. What day today? It's Tuesday today, isn't it? Is it Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday, yeah. Tuesday today. So Tuesday we're doing, which is today obviously, St Bees to Ennerdale YHA Youth Hostel. And then tomorrow we're going to be doing Ennerdale Youth Hostel to Borrowdale Youth Hostel, going up over Loftbeck. And then after that we're going to be going from Borrowdale Youth Hostel to Grasmere Youth Hostel. And then after that I'm going to head down to Westwater, where I'm going to start at the top end of that, which is nearest to Scafell Pike, go up to Scafell Pike, back down again, and then along and down past Westwater, or Wastewater, however you pronounce that. Here we are then. This is a little location called Stanley Pond. I would imagine there was a pond here at some point, otherwise I don't know why it's called Stanley Pond. This is the furthest I've ever walked on one day. So first time I came here probably 25 years ago. It's got to be about that, maybe 20, I don't know. We camped up just over here somewhere. It was quite late, quite dark, because we started late. Ended up sneaking off over the other side of the hill to have a poo. Pretty terrible night's sleep, it was pretty damp. And then last year we camped just here behind these trees. And then the other side, a sheep decided he was going to have his night there, and proceeded to bar every half an hour for a good few hours into the early hours of the morning. So I had a terrible night's sleep, but the next day we had a great hike again, so we're going to carry on now. Like I say, this is the furthest I've ever walked in one day now. It's not even that far really, it's just that we've always started really late. Usually start at Newcastle and then have to get the train down to Carlisle, change there, and get the train from Carlisle to St Bees, and then walk down to the coast and start the hike. So we usually don't start till probably 12 o'clock, something like that. I started today, I think I started about 10 AM, maybe a little bit after 10 AM. We had to leave the campsite by 10 AM, so I think we were out of there by about 9:30. Thinking about it now, it was probably an hour. Let's turn this camera around so you can actually see who's talking to you. I think it was about an hour journey from the campsite. We stayed at a place called Cardoulis. Nice little campsite, it's pretty basic, grass, electric hookup, got some toilets and showers there. Yeah, it was about an hour from there to St Bees, and then I just went off on my own, and my Marge has gone off to Whitehaven to have a look around there, I think, after she gets her tyre fixed, because we got a screw in the tyre yesterday. Tell you, these little things are lifesavers. Tell you where to go. So I got to this point and I thought, oh, I don't know which side to go. Obviously that points the right way, so we'll follow them. They know better than me. I think what it is when you're with when you're with somebody else, you can kind of just switch off, can't you, and just follow them, or just carry on and they'll let you know if you're going the wrong way. Like I say, I've only ever done this with my uncle. First time on my own. Thought I'm a big boy now. I could try to do it on my own. So if these are my last words, well, you can say I told you so, but fingers crossed it won't be my last words. You'll see a few more videos, because, well, Ennerdale Water is absolutely beautiful. Water, absolutely beautiful. Can't wait to get there, sit there for a bit and chill out, soak in that beautiful view. I'm told wastewater or wastewater, I still don't know how to pronounce that, you know, I need to Google it. Apparently that's absolutely stunning as well. And then the walk from Ennerdale Youth Hostel all the way along through, I think it's called Wild Ennerdale. That's gorgeous, all the way up to Loftbeck. Loftbeck's an absolute ball ache to get up and over. I imagine that's going to take me an hour on its own. Not in the greatest of shape, cardiovascularly, or anyway. But yeah, beautiful, enjoying this. I'm back on the right way now. There's a sheep over there. I don't know about you, but when it comes to sheep, I try to be kind of quiet and steer as far away from them as I can, really. They just all happen to be standing right on the path, which isn't ideal. I don't like to scare them, like I say, especially when they've got babies with them, although I don't see any in this field. But I've seen loads of baby sheep today. There he is, the man himself, Alfred Wainwright. Apparently that was sculpted by Colin Telfer and erected in 2007. Paid for by the Residents Association in this area. There it is, Dent, the Ennerdale plantation this side and the other side as well. Final approach, 325 metres up. It's probably a bit further down the other side because it's a bit lower, but that's the worst part actually for me, going down it. Hardest part on my legs. Well, we might have a problem here. What the bloody hell's going on there then? It's like 3 or 4 trees just falling over the path. We haven't had any storms lately, have we? Last big one I can think of out this way was Storm Awin, or whatever it was called. Big trees then. Oh, I guess we're going around to the left side. Well, it's not just 1 or 2 either, it's bloody dozens of them. Storm must have hit real hard here, look at them all. I don't know an alternative route either, so I'm going to have to kind of persevere and make my way. It looks like other people have kind of made their way through various bits. See how we get on, I suppose. If this is all the way up, it's going to be a real problem. It's going to set me back quite a while, I would imagine. Well, absolute devastation. I was not expecting that. That was really hard work to navigate that. Still got a bit to go. I don't want to get lost in the woods, do you? I'm absolutely blowing out my butthole here. I think there's not much left to go though. But that's pretty much the whole way I've had to pick my way through the forest. Around, under, over. these trees, you see where somebody's gone over there because all the moss has been rubbed off. I'm not going over there, I'm going to have to find my way up here somewhere, I think. Right, it's finally clear. My advice to you guys, do not go to Ennerdale Plantation and do that part of the coast to coast walk. You're going to need to start somewhere else and go over it somewhere else, or it's just through there the clearing now. That was hard work and probably a little bit dangerous. Went under a couple of trees that had half fallen and they look safe, they look sturdy, but you never know, do you? Slightest bit of pressure in the wrong place and over you go, or over it goes rather, and squishes you. So yeah, I would say don't do the Ennerdale Plantation and the coast to coast walk until they've cleared that. That must have been like that for months, and it looks like they've made no efforts to clear it whatsoever. So yeah, avoid that, guys. I suppose that might explain why I haven't seen many people. Maybe they're avoiding the coast to coast because of that, because they can't go through the Ennerdale. Not sure where else you would go. I mean, there must be an alternative route, but certainly not one that I'm aware of. Anyway, up over this now. We made it to the top, guys. It's very windy up here. There's the lakes. Call them mountains. Well, I say there's the lakes. You can't see any lakes at the moment. You see the mountains. So we're heading straight over there, down the other side. Just bumped into some young lad that's, believe it or not, is running this. These people are insane. How do you run this? I could never. Anyway, he said it's not as bad the other side with the felled trees, so fingers crossed. That's not a good sign. The tree's fallen over here as well. Fortunately, that's high enough to get under. I'm really hoping that's not the case down here. This is going to be a lot harder to traverse if I have to go through the woods, because it's very steep. It can be quite slippery as well. I mean, these stones are dry at the moment. Fortunately, I've got a fairly decent grip on these trainers and I don't want to jinx it, so I should be alright. But if I have to start going through there, that's going to be a very different story very quickly, I think. This is one of my favourite parts of the route, actually. I just love the forest. Like, I don't know, it reminds me of something like out of Sweden or some sort of like American horror movie. Is that morbid? This is one of my favourite parts. Looks like they've had some big ones fall down this side. That one's pretty big. Looks like they might have done the jobs this side though, and they've cleared the way. Not quite sure why they haven't cleared the other side. I did see a sign at the top. It said coast to coast path closed, find alternative route. What good that did me the other side. It must have been one the other side. I've just not been paying attention. I just missed it, I guess. and it says it's because of Storm Eowyn. So I was right with my guess. That was the only storm that I could think of that we've had that would have kind of caused that much damage, because it was pretty bad, or so I heard. Well, so I've seen now. We're talking about a good couple of hundred trees there. If you go back to the footage with the drone, you'll see the path is completely covered, and it's weird because it's like a lot of it is just the path they've fallen. I guess maybe other trees catch them and hold them up throughout the middle. Anyway, I'm basically down now. I get to go through this lovely valley in a minute, which leads me up to these stones that I usually take a break on, and then you go down to Ennerdale Bridge, and then it's along to Ennerdale Water, so probably about another 10k to go, I think. Might be a little bit more than that. I've still got a good few hours of daylight, so I'm just taking it slowly, enjoying myself. That's what it's about, isn't it? No point in rushing. Look at that view. Loads of trees falling down over there. This bit here, it's the clearing on the right there between the two trees. As I mentioned earlier, the first time I ever did this was about 25 years ago, so I would have been about 20. This was the second place we camped, which makes me remember it must have been the third day that we had to stop because I hurt my leg. Because we camped here. Or am I getting confused with another time? I don't know. I know another time we camped here and it was very late, it was getting dark, we needed to pitch up somewhere. So we pitched up here and got absolutely battered by midges, my uncle. I got a few bites as well, but he got lots of bites. Look at this rock. Love that.